This is where it comes down to the final two teams in NHL 25. Son of Beast and Terry Crews here. This is the Stanley Cup Finals on EA Sports. That means it's where it comes down to this. And it's coming up next after this. Hello everybody, Son of Beast here, and Terry Crews here. This is Game 5 of the NHL 25 on EA Sports. The Stanley Cup Final is where it comes down to this. It's the rematch in Game 5 as the Panthers and the Oilers continue their series as it's now a 3-1 series, Florida over Edmonton. And they finally found the win to make the game afterwards with the Edmonton Oilers as they already struck back in and made that one with a great win. But so far, Florida Panthers might be back home, and I think there might be an answer for this range if they win. Will the Panthers crown the win and will be the champion of the Stanley Cup NHL 25? Or will the Edmonton Oilers strike back and head back to Game 6 in Edmonton, Canada? And for my last group commentary partners I have is Craig. He's also along with Silver Spoon, and then it's So True the other way. And finally, your center ice of the game is OJ from Minnesota. As you may have noticed it before, it's not just I wanted to think about this one, but it just might be harder enough to figure things out. Now, let's prepare and see who will win this game. Oilers, Panthers, Game 5, next, after this. And let's see who takes it all. Could we win series or keep the series going? Let's roll. See you later, everybody, for our intermissions and post-game. It's Game 5 here at Panthers Arena. I am Craig, and I'm also along with Silver Spoon and So True for our Stanley Cup Final. The big matchup is where it takes. Do or die, and win for win all will be Florida if they do it. Well, folks, the moment you've been waiting for is now back at Panthers Arena, and we are underway. Setting things in will be Aaron Ekblad. He will now find Victor Arvidsson. Right behind the back will be McDavid as he'll start things in right toward the center. As Barkov will have it around the back, he'll have it over, now finding Sam Reinhart. Reinhart will start in right toward the zone. Big gap over to Rahegi. Rahegi shoots one, a big save made by Stuart Skinner. Arvidsson goes down, Barkov with the rebound. Can't get a pass off that clear. And he'll have that one dished over to Arvidsson. Arvidsson looks over to McDavid, and this one will be a tripping penalty. That's going to be on Aaron Ekblad.
Florida number 5, 2 minutes for tripping.
Here's the problem right now, that Aaron Ekblad is not getting a good start. That one is missed off, and he just can't get enough straight. That one gets pulled over, and you don't want that to get out of your way. That's the first penalty kill, 1921. So the Panthers have their first penalty kill, and they'll start the power play for Edmonton. Edmonton really needs to get things right to a string. And the Florida Panthers really need to get things off to a
Florida
clear.
penalty number 5, 2 minutes on the tripping. Dominant penalty in the first period of the finals, 19 minutes, 21 seconds.
Keep that clear backup. Nobody wants to give an open look. This zone needs to keep that one out of the way. And we don't know where will it be. That's where the question. Lundell comes in for the face-off win. He'll have it over now playing to Lucic. He'll have it right around the net. And that one clears out of the zone as Ryan Nugent-Hopkins has his own rebound playing to Zach Hyman. Here's Zach Hyman to this over to McDavid. Went down, Kolkov. And he'll have that one tip the zone to Lundell, and he'll have that one cleared out of here. Rebound puts on for Nugent-Hopkins. He'll have it over to Connor McDavid on a pass deep zone by Zach Hyman. Kolkov takes that one back and he rolls it right over Dana Balinski's. Lucic. Pass to Kolkov, he'll have it over to Leon Lundell. Hey, Lundell. Try Balinski's shot. Big save by Stuart Skinner. 18:30 left to remain to start the first period, and only 1:06 remaining in for the Oilers power play. He goes right down. Zach Hyman with the rebound. Behind the back will be Bouchard. Bouchard gets over to Hyman. He'll have it swinging, and now it is tripped up, and this will be a penalty that's going to be on Alexander
Florida
Barkov.
number 16.
That really won't start out lead. Now, some reasons what Colin McGrice, he was not really expecting that one was going to change up. And this is what Colin McGrice is disagreeing on from the referees. You see what Alexander Barkov had made? That's not good when you start in from on Hyman. That's too close, and you can't play it like you do for it. Alexander Barkov is going to have to stay in the bench, and the other player, Aaron Ekblad, is going to be back on ice. For the first time, they will start things off with a 5-on-3 advantage in Game 5, as the Edmonton Oilers will have another extra advantage. Not playing advantage afterward. I mean, that is a 5-on-3 range.
Florida
It could be a
penalty number
great
16, 2
on-target
minutes
set.
for tripping.
Nothing
Dominant
was
penalty in the
starting
first
off,
period,
and
the
this one is
final
going to
18
make
minutes,
that
15
unbelievable
seconds.
to get
That's penalty on the Florida Panthers, number 16, Alexander Barkov for a 2-minute tripping. Dominant penalty in the first period of the finals, 18 minutes, 15 seconds.
Unfortunately, clears that one out. 30 seconds up for the 5-on-3 advantage. Darnell Nursky every way to Brown. Brown right toward the zone, now finding to Victor Arvidsson. Here's Brown, right over the high leg shot. Big take here, not able to get enough goal in time. Carter Hagee looking it over. Right down, force lane, should save by Skinner. Just 11 seconds remaining for the 5-on-3 advantage for the Edmonton Oilers. Just a lot of time left in the period. Gakovic setting it over with the puck jump on McDavid. And McDavid wins the faceoff. 5-on-3 advantage almost over. Ekblad almost ready to be out of the penalty box. Bouchard gets bumped over, and that's why it's cleared out. The Oilers continue on the power play as Aaron Ekblad's out of the penalty box. This really has to give someone else some credit. And when I mentioned to say, this will be the day when you are off to a start off for Aaron Ekblad. And that really got a little face on trouble. No big range would do, but the trouble has done some. Every time this happens, there will be a particular way when you're doing it off for the target. I know it's not a great resistance, but they don't really play it oftenly. A whole time. Not really, what they choose. Yeah, I've been seeing things before. I mean, when Florida Panthers are really keeping an eye on the work, they have nowhere else to go. They gotta find it somewhere else to make that one play an offense work. They just need to make sure they have the right key. Bobrovsky's gonna cover it in, and now it's Reinhardt. And Schmidt, the force lane, clears that one out, unable to take over to the Edmonton territory. Barkov's almost about to be out here. What a save by Bobrovsky. And a shot, big blocker. Rebound by Brown. And they'll have it out, and the power play is over. They can't capitalize on the power play. This one is stopped by Bobrovsky. Only 16-11 remaining in the first. Now that one was really on the highest opportunity. Big glance motion. It's not a glance feeling, but that was really giving it up. The harder timing is just really what they all expected to do. On the end was not really the bigger issue. Emotion is simple. That's where it comes in. And I definitely would have to believe on that. They just have to keep on moving in, keep moving out. And what I need to know about that, they just need to make it steady. That's what they all do. Try to work on it. Sam Bennett wins the face-off. Forsley will have it around the net to Aaron Ekblad. And here's Rodriguez. Rodriguez right to it in the wing. Trying to get the cut in motion, and he now finds Aaron Ekblad. The reset to Mikula. He'll have it over to Sam Bennett. Sam Bennett looks over to Mikula, back to Bennett. On a shot. Goes to Kachuk on a shot. What a save by Stuart Skinner. Rodriguez with a rebound. Back to Darnell Nurse. He'll have it to Corey Perry. Perry swings it over to Leon Draisaitl. Mikula takes that swing over to Nosek, and he'll have it again to Gakovic. Gakovic waits impatiently. And he has it over to Mikula. Pass over to Nosek. Here's Gakovic. This one is tripped up and rebounded by Florida. Back to Kulikov. He'll have it over to A.J. Greer. Pass back over to Kulikov. Here's Nosek. Pass to Kulikov. Greer should save by Skinner. Leon Draisaitl will have it now to Corey Perry. Perry can't get over at that range, and it's now finding Mikula. Pass back to Kulikov, and you'll now have it to A.J. Greer. Trying to work it up across, yet Matthias Janmark gets his rebound. And you'll have it to Darnell Nurse. Here's the setup of the Brown. Trying to get over the range. This one goes knocked down. Gakovic was trying to work it off, and now Verhaeghe with the rebound. That really would almost be like stabilizing. I don't think this would be a choice to make that would feel like uneasy change. When his goal really races in, I don't think nobody in the world would have to see that reaction. This would really make it almost hurt by anybody. Here's Connor Brown by Tony Everway. As they right across, back to Schmidt. Schmidt looks over to Valinsky. Plugs it down. Now it's finding the Barkov. Carter Verhaeghe will try to race it over. And there's Barkov. Throw back behind it for the net. You're not finding Schmidt. Boves right over now to Reinhardt. Reinhardt goes right back over to Boves. And it's back to Schmidt. You'll find Barkov again. Trying to get to Verhaeghe. This one is chopped up. And Skinner dropping over to Kulak with only 13:48 remaining. Zach Hyman entering his zone. Tipped on a range and bound. This one was cleared out. Mateus Ekholm with no offside. Now finds McDavid. Big hit right here on the blue line. Verhaeghe right to Schmidt, and he has it over to Lundell. Big take. Reinhardt shot. Close save by Skinner. 13:24 remaining in the first period, and they're ready to prepare for another puck drop. Lots of energy and status here. Carter Verhaeghe was really making his own big chain hit. I mean, I know that really can be unstable. What sometimes no reason is no why, but they really want to choose at all. Afterward, it would have to be like playing an infinite only typeness of their own effort. I really think that this would be just how hard they're going to get. But this really did not think that would happen at all. What a save by Bobrovsky. And look how the fans are reacting. That is a one quick getter. Pass over to Kulikov. He now finds over to Mikola. Mikola finds Kulikov. He'll have it to go over to Boves. Swings to Mikola. Has it down to Kulikov. Back to Mikola. And he has it again to Boves. Here's a shot. Save made by Skinner. McDavid on the chain. Ryan knocks that out. And it's Mikola will now have it right in the range. For a shot. Put the rebound in. He can't get it in time. It's for Sam Bennett to get his first goal in Game 5. Aaron Ekblad now finds Mikola. Here's Sam Bennett. Right toward the ring. Rodriguez shot. Saved by Skinner. 12:19 remaining in the first period. And they're prepared to get ready for the next puck drop. And the win will come in for Adam Henrique. Darnell Nurse will swing back to Henrique with a big hit. Kasperi Kapanen with the shot off the glove and rebounded by Kapanen. Behind the net, Kapanen. Over right to the range and a shot. Big blocker saved, and it's right over to the net out of play. Just a lot of time left in the period. Matthew Tkachuk has 35 hits in the game, and he's still looking for 2 more to get it. I don't think that Matthew Tkachuk was able to get his own take. I mean, a lot of it was not really like a nicest take in, but I was not really spotting it on if someone was going to go right after a hit. I have no questions on it when they're concerned, but when I say that this play needs to be in for the right pursuit, that needs some time key effort. I would have to choose on that one as a truth. I just really have to say now that whenever you do it for, you just don't want to get away from this unless you have the right choice to do it afterwards. Forcing have it over there in that play on the backhander, save made by Stuart Skinner. And now A.J. Greer finding Nosek. Nosek right on top of the player. And he over to Forsley. Has it to Nosek. Rebounded back by Schmidt. And he can't get it clear on a cut. Kasperi Kapanen right the other way with only 11:10 remaining on the first period. And Forsythe will get his own rebound, not finding Nosek. Right with the hit. Rebound by Tkachuk. That one was really unbelievable with the hit. No one's liking it afterwards. I really hate how that one was going to change. Shot over right toward the wing. And that shot saved by Bobrovsky. Under 11 minutes remaining in the first period. They'll cover things up to get ready for our next puck drop. And now I will send it over to center ice. Roy Cruz, what's your take here?
Thanks, folks. Looking it over now to find out about the Florida Panthers, and one of our big plays in was Sergei Bobrovsky. The one thing that he really makes it in was a great boost in save. The superstar factor. Let's really have it all down for once, and a clearing take is a great way to have it all. My mind saying about Sam Reinhart would be a great use. There's no change that this will always take. Much effort. Most of the time worker is really making it look harder, but no change would do on the right moment. I'll have to find out about Sam Reinhart and see how he will handle it. And for the other side of it for now, as for Sergei Bobrovsky, he's trying to get it clear. Get dialed in saves as much as he can. For Edmonton Oilers, I have a lot of saying about Connor McDavid. He's one of our big wheels on the tape. Scored 1,000 over goals of his regular season, and he made it look astonishing with the best career in the NHL history to do all over again. I have a lot of great range here for both teams and take on for the world. Let's see how he handles for McDavid to keep things in. I got a great story arranged to keep those going on, so let's find out where it goes in. Guys?
A lot of time up in the period. Zach Hyman has 35 hits. He's right behind Alexander Barkov. And a win by Alexander Barkov. He'll now find the Gustav Forsling. Forsling's right behind the net. He'll have it to Aaron Ekblad. Ekblad just gets pucked up and now finds the Forsling. And he'll not get it there in time. Aaron Ekblad trying to watch on that. And Zach Hyman right toward the wall. And that one is out of the zone. Here's Sam Reinhart. The giveaway time. What a stop by Stutzker. He'll have it to Forsling. Now find Aaron Ekblad. And he will give it away by Arvidsson. Good stick lift here for Aaron Ekblad. Now Forsling, right toss in the middle, will not get enough here. Stick it up and away, and rebound by Aaron Ekblad. The Florida Panthers go back into the Edmonton territory. They'll have it to Bobas over right toward the wing. Streaks up in the corner, now find Belinsky's. And he's over, one down, shoot, he scores! First goal will be in for the night. That's his first and fourth in the final. That is why he was slow to see about Ian Lindell. And that great pass after Aaron Ekblad. This is where that first goal will key it in. There's no race to start better than one. But this is another goal for the Florida Panthers. They really have to gain up right away. That's a great look to pass off by Stutzker. Florida Panthers will start in for the 1-0 lead over the Edmonton Oilers. Say about this, I really have to say that this will never take all that you can. I believe that you really have a lot of them to keep it in. And that was really all they did. Just a great pass perception. I love this handling. And that one broke it up here for the Edmonton Oilers, and here's Nugent Hopkins. Right now he's listening over to Ty Anderson. And entering back into Florida territory. Yalmark and Machad taking a blocker range by Sergei Bobrovsky. That great save must have made it in there. Improvable to have his own score. I really said yeah. I mean, that one was really a great way to make his next goal appear. Nugent Hopkins finds it over on the shot. Powered up by Bobrovsky. Only 8:21 remaining in the first period. I'll get ready for our next puck drop. A lot of time up in this period, and only 8:21 remaining in the first period. And they win for their puck drop. What a save! Unbelievable! What a great shot by Sergei Bobrovsky.
His first goal in the game.
I was never seeing how that one was going to change out. That was also lucky.
Assisted by number 5,
Pass over to good job.
Ekblad.
He'll have to give the Sam back.
Bam,
Right
number
through the range,
26
Nicola. Here's Paul
Polinski. Time to go 11 minutes, 1 second in the first period of the final. That's Aiton Lindell, his fourth in the final. First of the game, assisted by Aaron Ekblad and Ovis Polinski at 11 minutes, 1 second in the first period of the final.
Echo loses one and rebound by Nicola. Knocked him with the kick. Rebound by Scare. Big save play by Bobrovsky. Two-time stop by Bobrovsky. And he'll stop this one and play with only 7:25 remaining in the first period. A lot of energy living here in Florida. It's a 1-0 lead in Sunrise at the Amaranth Bank Arena, South Florida. And as the wind will make it its way in, Aaron Ekblad will have another chance over. Oh, Leon Draisaitl was able to make a hit. And another hit down. Skinner. Right to Draisaitl. Save by Bobrovsky. Bob hits another save in this game with only 7:05 remaining in the first. Now that saving play was not really what I was mentioning. That really was going to make this one entertained. That really was going to stay out. That made it look great. Markov. Pass to Forsling, has another Heggie. Wipes it out. Rebound by the Panthers. That one's unclear. Rebounded by the Panthers. And Forsling will have a new regroup to Aaron Ekblad. And knocked him right to the range. Matej Sekol. Right to the range, he now finds Perry. Perry shoots it, he missed wide. Gakovic. Fouls from loose puck, now finds Forsling. Forsling pass to Schmidt. Schmidt looks over to Nosek, he now has it to AJ Greer. Greer. Should save made by Stuart Skinner. Schmidt. Pass to Gakovic, now finds Polinski as again to Nosek. Nosek looks over again to Gakovic. Pass over to Schmidt. Schmidt looks to Polinski's. Looks over to Greer. Greer shoots blocked up. Rebound by Draisaitl. John Draisaitl will have it over. The deep pass to Arvidsson. Arvidsson shoots glove save by Bobrovsky. We'll stop inbounding. We get ready for our next puck drop in the Florida territories. 1-0 the score. 95 over 85 passing effectiveness for the Edmonton Oilers. They're still working its way on. Now the win for McDavid. He'll have it over. That shot. That one is redirected, and Bobrovsky will save things in. Only 5:50 remaining. A lot of time left to remain in the period. It's still a 1-0 lead, Florida. As Lindell wins the faceoff, here's Polinski's. He'll have it over. Now final Lindell. Gives over. Schmidt with a big down. Another hit here for the Florida Edmonton Oilers. And he's right over to Matej Sekol. Here's Matej Sekol. Swizzles around with another save made by the goaltender. Chest for Gomez. Waits in front of the zone. He'll have that one rolling around the net. And a rebound by Matej Sekol. Matej Sekol trying to look over to McDavid. McDavid, no penalty on Florida. Victor Arvidsson passes over to Hyman, shot. Blocked by Mikola. And it's now Kolokov the other way. Now finds Lusharainen. Give the pass over to Kolokov. He now finds Mikola. That one's stick lifted and rebound by Lindell. Mikola passes over, now finding the Bogas. And he has it over. No pass given in here, and it's now Klingberg will have it out. The other way for Edmonton. Trying to battle for the loose puck. Ujapi's got it back. And Rodriguez has a puck steal. That one was really great range. Puck steals was no confidence. That really was going to make almost a change when no one is around. That will have to play in for attention. And better than that, I mean, they would have to be all over it. The same time really needs to keep things going. This may have been almost the cause and effect and need to be done change. Mikola, shot glove save by Skinner. 4:17 remaining in the first period, and they're off to another puck drop. Lots of time left in the period as officials are ready to get things on the board. And away for Nijanakis. Klingberg now finds it over. Mappy gets up with the puck steal. Try to watch him for the back play. Rebound by Mikolai, you don't have it to Kolokov. Rodriguez, nowhere left. Pushes over. Back to Rodriguez. Here's Kolikov. Great move here. Now finding Mikola. He'll have it up to Kachuk. Here's Kolikov. He swings in. A shot is not enough to be over by the goaltender. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins will settling things in. Brown. Chuck. Good save by Sergei Bobrovsky. Kachuk has it now finding Rohegi. And he's able to have it all. Cleared it in from the zone. Tumbles right down toward the zone. It's rebounded by Reinhardt. That would really make him pay for it. The dangerous that you usually do. Teammates are not easy as sponge. There's no stopping when you get it up. Glove catch by Skinner. 3:20 remaining in the first period. And they're off to take the next puck drop in the Edmonton territory. Officials are ready to drop the puck. 3:20 remaining in the first period. 1-0. And Barkov wins in our face-off. Force lane to Barkov. Here's that shot. He tumbles down, no penalty on Edmonton. And this will hold and freeze the puck in play with only 3:13 remaining. That really would always make Adam standing of the work, and that happens with Connor McDavid and his teammates. Barkov was really like maybe the best defenseman. The best line change is that it's better to play in defense. I really like that by Alexander Barkov. He really would have to choose for its own take. My realizing of this game would be considerate if he plays respectively on the defensive effort. It may not be just one, but the second one may be happening if that really takes in with some no better plays afterwards. So it may be just fine. We hopefully will see Alexander Barkov take the big hit if he has the right choice. May say so. Darnell Nurse with a shot. Blocker save made by Bobrovsky. Harbison shoots. Double save. Rebound by Aaron Ekblad. And it's now flying to Thomas Nosek. Thomas Nosek right around the net. He has it to Greer. Greer. Loose one. Rebound by Belinsky's. Aaron Ekblad shot. Misses wide. Rebound by Skinner. That one is right toward the wall. Gakovic passes to Belinsky's. Now finds the Nosek. Nosek looks over to Gakovic. Belinsky's. He shoots one. Tries for the deflection. That one's padded off. Under 2 minutes remaining in the first period. He'll now find Corey Perry. Perry gets pushed back. Belinsky's clears his own. And rebound by Bouchard. Bouchard with a fire slap. Stop by Bobrovsky. And he'll have it to Belinsky's. Jordan Gakovic right over now to Schmidt. And he'll have it to Kachuk. 90 seconds remaining in the first period. He'll have it to Nate Schmidt. The backhand is blocked by Yamar. And it's now given over to Matthias Ekholm. He'll flip it over to Brown. Feeds it right over into the middle. Schmidt. Mikola. And he's off to Sam Bennett. Bennett looks over to Rodriguez. Rodriguez kicks it over right now to the left. And Sam Bennett's right behind it. Down to a final minute in the first period of the game. Mikola finding Nikola Kovac and finds Bennett.
Last minute of play in the first period.
And now Ryan Nugent-Hopkins comes in for his rebound chain. Fires a big save made by Sergei Bobrovsky. Bob is doing really well on the surface. The goaltender really made it look easy. Most of all, I love Bob saves. Bob saves? Maybe so. Could be some great effort. Opportunity. Drysdale shots blocked. That's on Kolikov, and it's rebounded by Bobes. 30 seconds remaining in the first period. As Bobes will have it now, finding Lucic. Lucic loses one. Rebounded by Bouchard. And Bouchard will take a swing after it. Right over toward the wing. Blocker save by Sergei Bobrovsky. Kolikov goes down. Rebound by Edmonton. Here's Drysdale backhand to save by Bobrovsky. Just 7.9 seconds remaining in the first period, and they're off to take the next puck drop. A lot of time left in the period. 1-0 to score, nearing down the first period end. Barkov wins the face-off, and Forsling will finish things here. As now Aaron Ekblad and teams will take the time here And we'll be ready to prepare for the second period.
That's the end of the first period. Your score, Florida Panthers 1 and the Edmonton Oilers 0.
Stay tuned for the second period of the Stanley Cup Final on EA Sports. Be back after this. Hey everybody, Terry Crews here. Welcome to the first intermission of the Stanley Cup Final of the NHL 25 on EA Sports. And we've got a great bunch to take things in, as I now have a third commentary of the crew to welcome in for our intermissions, and that means it's DJ Beast. Here's how you do it after the first period statistics and the scores. There was only 31 over 18 shots on goal, 26 off underneath, 51 for Edmonton, and it was 440 over 138 for the Florida timeout attack. 93 over 85, that was on a passing effectiveness. Both teams have 11 face-off wins, and two players have already had 4-minute penalty kill in Florida, and no power play goal was made with only 3 minutes and 6 seconds. And with that being said, here's what they have. Alright, time to send you over, Jay. Let's have your thoughts about the Florida Panthers with the first goal in after the midway mark.
Well, so far I was never spotted on, and that really made it look great. I mean, that's great when it goes to the start, and the big range of it wasn't really going to make anything that's going to happen. I know what you all been looking for. You just really have to keep on moving. The good feeling, the quicker range is a better pickup, and I would never believe that this would be the all-time favorite to kick up there in the next range. Florida may have to just keep on going if they can.
Alright, so the Beast, let's have your takes here for the Edmonton Oilers. How did you think?
Well, the defensive on this effort wasn't really cleaning it up afterward,
and that finishing was really flecked off, and they're not really standing it up on the right shore. It's not really an easy chain, but they need to try to make some fixing changes to keep things from going. Well, as being said right now, let's have your takes in as you think is going to win in the for the second period, after the second period's over, for the second intermission. Well, I'm going to say Florida Panthers might take a 2-1 over Edmonton, and I bet that I might have it all.
I'm going to have to say, I'm going to say Florida Panthers might be a 3-1 game, actually. Let's hope that keeps it going.
Alright guys, thank you very much. Time to get back into the game. Second period is about to get started. Craig, all yours. See you later everybody for the second intermission. Welcome back everybody, as we're ready to get started for the second period at MRI Bank Arena. And we're ready to prepare, all the ice is refreshing. And players are all rehydrated, we are back underway. On a red start for the first period, it has been turned to be how terrific Davis is. And the first period was a bit of a solid run to start things in with a 1-0 lead for Florida. Let's have your takes in, guys, of how they did. But the first period is very safe than sorry. And what's really interesting that they really have planned it for the separate team. I was really expecting to see how this would change up. Every time I saw it on it, I really would have to make a commitment afterward to make another big change. He's been really doing so well. The higher he is, it's not stopping in one. I got a great range in this one. They're doing so well. Pass effectiveness is really working it off for the Edmonton Oilers. But the Panthers got a great, nice defensive effort. He's really doing so well, but this is no Carter to make the key after it go from hand. Ryan Hart has it over to Kachuk, as apparently will be on the Edmonton Oilers. They will keep moving around. Here's Aaron Ekblad. Try to give over to Mikola. Wants to give to Aaron Ekblad. Here's Kachuk. He fires it. Shot's blocked. And rebounded by Carter Verhege. He keeps moving around. Right to the corner. Has it right over back behind it for the corner in the range. Kachuk passes over to Mikola. And you will not have enough of there. Energy in the range, and this will be offside. And now be Matthias Ekholm on the boarding.
Edmonton number 14, 2 minutes for boarding.
You see, you can't play it like this one, and Matthias Ekholm, he rushes right to it in the boarding. That makes him get harder right to it.
It's time now for your Florida Panthers.
Panthers are on a power play, and Floyd's passing under 1 minute remaining in the second period and only 18:31 left to remain in the second. Well, this may need to be a great change.
Offensive penalty number 14, 2 minutes for Gordon. Top of the penalty in the second period of the final, 19 minutes, 40
But that
seconds.
motion key is going to make it harder for it to keep on scoring. Let's see how that will change his life. No win puts on for the Edmonton Oilers. They'll have that one zoned out. Aiden Lundell. And back to Rodriguez. Rodriguez now has it again. Now finding Aiden Lundell. You'll have that zone in. Now finds the Bennett. And passing middle. Can't get an open look. Mateus Yamar blocking out of the deep zone. Julius Duran. Poked it up. Rebound by Emerson. Fouling for loose puck. Now finds it over to Lundell. And I'll have it to Sam Bennett. And now finding Rodriguez. Rodriguez to Sam Bennett. And he's right over. Lundell shot. Close save by Skinner. Just 17:42 remaining in the second period. This really would have to make the better key work. And for Lundell, he's like giving it all what he can. Better direction is better than safe than sorry. 32 over 20 shots on goal. And the Florida Panthers really need to keep on doing it. Walkout wins the faceoff. He now finds the 8 there in that glad. Here's Reinhardt. He shoots one right toward the range. That one is blocked up. Rebound by Henry. 17:30 remaining in the second period. Just a minute remaining for the Caps power play. You'll have it over to Sam Reinhardt. And it's over to Kachuk. Give that pass now, find Aaron Ekblad. He'll now find Verhage. He shoots one. Defender's blocked. Rebound by Kachuk. Kachuk. Back to Reinhardt. He's off the Barkov. Shoots one. Save by Skinner. And you will have to freeze it in with only 17:08 remaining in the second period. That's really what Alexander Barkov is really doing for him. I mean, most considerately, Alexander Barkov is really like keeping it in. I mean, he would do the right thing. And not a big motion what Alexander Barkov makes, it doesn't get better. Once you have the nice target range, it's better to have that one off and out of the zone. That's really what I really have to say is, it's just timing the right thing, but don't get the wrong thing out of your way. As the win will come along, Aaron Ekblad will now find Sam Reinhardt. Verhage now find Aaron Ekblad. Pass to Verhage. Here's Reinhardt shot. What a save by Stuart Skinner. Right to Carter Verhage. Pass to Aaron Ekblad. The Chuck shoots. Save by Skinner. Here comes his time. It's almost up. Puck escapes his own. And as the power play is over for the Florida, they are back into full strength for their teams. Well, this really would almost been impossible, but no score would ever take in. No commandment would just play in for some better reasoning, and this won't be enough. Looks like the Kachuk's team is going to have to make new plans with the change. Evan Bouchard has that back out. Kachuk. And Aaron Ekblad will try to reset the group. Bobrovsky around the net. Aaron Ekblad now finds the Lucic. Lucic pass now finds the Forsling. Forsling shoots. Save on the blocker made by Skinner. And that one gets shot blocking range. Lucic back to Bovis. Bumps back to Lundell. Kicks it over. Now finds Lucic. Here's another one to Kolokov. Now finds the big one. Kolokov. Pass to Lucic. He swings and misses and rebounds by Kolokov. Mikola finds it over to Lundell. Pass to Bovex. Looks over now finding Mikola. Kolokov shoots one. He takes it out of here and rebounded by Kulon. And that's out of the zone. Lucic trying to get his own rebound. And Brown stops that one. Rebound by Kolokov. It's back to Lucic. Pass to Mikola. Mikola. Around the net to Thomas Nosek. Pass this over to Mikola. And now it's Kolokov. Again to Mikola. For the shot. Blocked by Bouchard, and it's rebounded by Bouchard. AJ Greer right toward the wing. Big shoots one. Big save by Stuart Skinner. Nozak. Up and raised. Here the pipe. Right toward the glass. And Echo with the rebound back to Arvidsson. Wow, I would never believe on that. That really made that one look unmistakable. That one was yiked out. I was really never seeing how the puck was going to fly, but I thought he would have had two. They would have made a 2-0 lead, but that didn't really work. Arvidsson, back to Schmidt, he'll have it over to Verhage. 3-on-2 opportunity. Glove save by Skinner. 14-11 remain in the second period, and they're about to be ready up for the next puck drop. Don't miss out the preparation. As the reaction is back, and they're able to bring things in to get for our next warm group. Don't miss your chance here for the object shows. As we have is the next reaction. For future animations, we have his object invasion. Never miss a moment by hitting that subscribe button to his channel, and make sure to follow me on his social medias. A lot of great platforms are right on this device, so make it count, make it easy, and do the right thing so you have to go through. It's great to make a new level on a chain. Don't make anyone out of your mind. What is your mind in the future? Reaction begins on September 12th, only on Centerpiece. It seemed to be like an invasion thing. I mean, I would just believe that invasion is a great way to try to kick things up a bit. I mean, I know that they really love object invasions. But what about us? There's no way better to make our future mind to change it all. Bennett kicks over the puck now, and he takes it over. The deep zone now finds the Reinhardt. Reinhardt kicks over. Goldkopf shot, never saved by Stuart Skinner. Darnell Nurse, foul on the puck, in the range, now finds the Sam Reinhardt. You'll have to clear that zone out, and Gustav Forsling will make his own rebound. Forsling. And he can't get over this side. Darnell Nurse, Aaron Ekblad, find the Forsling. And a pass back to Bennett. Bennett. Here, giving good to Rodriguez. Should save by Stuart Skinner. Tries to make a good perfection to get a 2-0, and it's already been stuck down. Lots of time up in the period, and it's already a 1-0 lead for Florida. Waiting for Ryan Hopkins as Emerson will now have it again at Yalmark. Yalmark breaks the chain, dips on the backhander shot, makes another save by Sergei Bobrovsky. And here's Lindell, he'll have it over, now find Forsling. Forsling, pass to Lucic. He shoots one, it's blocked, rebounded by Forsling. Pass to Schmidt. And Schmidt carries offside with 12:13 remaining in second period. And the win will be Kulak. Now he will have it again to Mateus Yalmark. That one is backed over. Now find the Ryan Hopkins. Here's Emerson. He shoots one. Another big scalp on the play. Same vein on the goaltender. Knocked him over as Bobrovsky will slow things down with under 12 minutes remaining in the second period. Inching closer to the midway mark in the period. Florida Panthers still 1-0 lead over Edmonton. Now in for Henrique. Emerson. The name on the catch shot in time. That's Gakovic for the rebound. With a spinorama, Kevin had got a piece of it. And it's over to Kako Kulon. Henrique. In toward Wayne. On the shot. Blocked by Kakovic. He takes a spill on the crouch down and he will have that turned over to Florida. That one was great. Kakovic got a nice, great blocking his attempt. No change, and there. AJ Greer outside, now finds Kulikov. He shoots one, glove save by Skinner. Only 11:21 remaining in the second period. A lot of time left in the period. 1-0, where the score starts. There's a win for Sam Bennett. As Kulikov has it now. Good shot. He's shooting. Put the rebound there. Another save by Skinner. Kulikov. Mikola. And McDavid has it back. Now it's Bouchard. And Bouchard will have it at black diamond. Approaching his way down to the midway mark, he'll stop that glove and he'll have it covered in for Sergei Bobrovsky. And here's another win for Sam Bennett. Right around the back of the end. Mikola will have it over. The pass is broken up. Here's Echo. The kiss on the pass and a shot. Glove save by Bobrovsky. What a nice catch and a performance. Sergei Bobrovsky really had a nice grabbing range, and he just really had it high up. The arc angle was really turning to be great, and I wouldn't bet that this would be the right time to get through it. A wonderful save. I see that Sergei Bobrovsky, he made a great save. His on-time record won't say the price afterward. That is a lot of hard work. After a back-to-back face-off wins for Sam Bennett, here he comes the other way. Good shot. Torn away in his zone, now finds Aaron Ekblad. He'll now find Forsling. Forsling to Aaron Ekblad. He shoots one. That blocker is high up the market. Rebound by Sam Bennett. Aaron Ekblad. Pass over to Rodriguez. Over again to Forsling. Looks to Aaron Ekblad. Keeps it going right to Sam Bennett. Bennett. Aaron Ekblad. He shoots one. Off the defender. Rebound by Nurse. Holds it right toward his own. Aaron Ekblad got to dish him out. He really made that one with the easy stop in motion. I would bet that this would have been almost that hard. Guaranteed the round was changed finally right towards zone. That one smacks down McDavid. Gustav Forsling now has the puck. We pass the midway mark in the second period. He's off to Raggy. He shoots glove save by Skinner. And only 9:28 remaining in the second period. Big lot of time afterward, you know. The big attacking must have been Zach Hyman. I mean, he would have just almost been naturally flipped out. I would bet that this would be harder than an expectation. Could be a lot harder and challenging, but it won't be the job down to make it in. Schmidt pass to Verhage. Looks over to Valensky's. Finds it to Schmidt. Schmidt looks to Barkov. He'll fire that one. That one is whisked away. Rebounded up by Darnell Nurse. 9 minutes remain in the second period. I'm not sure what's happening with the defense. That's really unable to determine. And nobody is seemingly that they're doing this on their right own. That one is going to make it miss. No target. It's perfection. Valensky shoots. Off the blocker again by Stuart Skinner. Never get it. And it's rebounded by Nate Schmidt. Schmidt back in the zone. 8:30 remaining in the second period. They'll have it to Alexander Barkov. Barkov blocks that one. Losing grip, Sam Reinhart shot. Big save play. It's been denied. Historian off an defender. Here's Reinhart. Backhander. Save made. Unbelievable by Stuart Skinner. He doesn't know what a puck was. He went out and he scores. It was an error. That may have been a little bit of chain afterward. And somebody knocked it in. That made him unable to turn it in. And I don't know who did. That really was not the great focus that you wanted to do for him. Well, that head coach seemed to be not happy afterward. And I believe that that is not a great showing. That signs out, not a stop. Aaron Ekblad now finds loose to Rainen. And he now has it right around the net. And Jesper Boves will have it again there in Ekblad. Goes back outside. And he'll now have a little group change to Lundell. Lundell pass to Forsling. Forsling. Pass it there in Ekblad. He now finds Lustorainen. Lustorainen will carry offside. Only 7:46 remaining in the second period. And it's now ready to kick things off for the next puck drop. Just 2-0 is the score. For the win, here's Mikola. And it's right over now playing to Mikola. Pass to Rodriguez. 7:40 remaining in the second period. That's Sam Bennett's right around the net. Here's Kachuk fighting to get a Kulikov. Mikola. Pass to Rodriguez. Rodriguez. Right down in. Kulikov take a little spill around. To Kachuk. Here's Rodriguez. Shot blocked by Nugent Hopkins. Chase Yarborough now gives it over to Connor Brown. Brown shot. Another save for Sergei Bobrovsky. And Sam Bennett with the rebound. You know, I got great range. That makes it nice.
Alexander.
I mean, you don't know where it's going to start. That really was almost going to make that rule the next score. And not anybody would choose
assisted by number 27 into Lustrainen.
How would you play it in here if you do it every night?
And by number 13, Sam Ryan.
6:40 remaining in the second period.
Time to go, 11 minutes, 43 seconds in the second period of final. That's Alexander Barkov, his 6th goal in the final. First of the game, assisted by Lustrainen. And Sam Ryan at 11 minutes, 43 seconds in the second period of the final.
A lot of time left to remain that in this period, as it's already a 2-0 lead for Florida. The next win for will be Thomas Nosek as Walensky. Still having the Gakovic. On the backhander, it's been blocked up and denied. He used from Zach Hyman. Hyman. Towards zone. Here's Bouchard on a thunderclap. Save made by Bobrovsky. And rebound by Walensky's again to A.J. Greer. Greer slows that one down with only 6 minutes remaining in the second period. And Matej Sekol reaches in. The back behind pass glove save by Bobrovsky. Just 5:56 remaining in the second period. He'll cover this one up and have another puck drop rep. Now I know you got a question out there, Greg. There's one thing I wanted to say about this one for Craig Motions. What's a better play, and do you think that this would be a right choice to do for with one of these players? I'm going to say now that it will be Joseph Forsling. I think there's a lot of need to do a little group line change in. And right by Sam Reinhart, I think that might be a better choice. My choice option would be almost like impossible. I'm going to say Aaron Ekblad. So best defenseman is, you really would have to choose the right way to get to him. And I wouldn't bet this would be a great look. So that will be untamed and changing it out to be not the best look. I mean, that's definitely like kind of hard it is if they really do fall. And now when you mention it, then really, they really have to like keep on playing out and back in. In and out. In and out. Florida's really like rocking it on. I think the best season might be just the right thing. Let's keep a great fingers crossed. And Lundell fighting over to Kulikov. He'll have it over to Bobex. Bobex pass to Lundell. Lundell pass to Mikola. Kulikov pulls back. Lundell right over to get Mikola. Now backhanded, give to Bobex. And he'll have it again to Kulikov. Restoring it. Pass to Lundell. Looks over to Bobex. And right to Mikola. He'll have it swing to Lundell. Mikola finally restoring it. Kulikov shoots one, this one. And it's rebounded by the Florida Panthers. Here's Kulikov's shot. Doesn't get up for a target. Jeff Skinner knocked him away. Rebounded up by the Florida Panthers. And he now finds Kulikov. And he's over now to Mikola. A sent back to Lustrainen. Pass to Bobex. Bobex knocked him out. The rebound by Matej Sekol with only 4:20 remaining in the second period. Draisaitl shot. Big save by Sergei Bobrovsky. It's back to Bakozin and it's offside with only 4:13 remaining. And let's have the question for you on the other side as we now have to wait and find out who will be the winner of this best awards by its Ryan Adelphi's International Trophy Champion. In between Florida or Edmonton. Let's have it through groups in the first session. Let's see what they are. You know what? I think Leon Draisaitl made that one look incredible. I believe I'm going to say that Leon Draisaitl might get his next win here for some Romark trophy. And when I really mean it by now, I want you to know that Leon Draisaitl, he has done with this alternative captain of the year. And he's really been like on the best pace. No better than effort. I mean, not sorry what you do for it. You really might have to just show us what you got. I think that's going to be my great answer, Leon Draisaitl.
Well, I'm going to say now, I mean, that really might be a tough question. I'm going to say that this might be Sam Reinhart.
I think he might have his Labarra trophy, so he may just have it all. I mean, I wanted to see how he can handle it.
Big stop drive made by Sergei Bobrovsky.
Oh, what a save. That one is really right into the zone, and I bet that this was going to stick out.
Ekblad now finally get a force lane. Alexander Barkov. Aaron Ekblad. Pass. Barkov shot. Save made by Stuart Skinner. Keeps the puck moving in. And then this Simon Weingart takes the backhander. The dishes is over. And it's off of the pad by Darnell Nurse. Aaron Ekblad. Pass to Gustav Forsling. He's right over now to Barkov. And here's Rodriguez. A finding Kolakov shot. Blocker and number saved by Jeff Skinner. Stuart Skinner with another rebound in this game. And only 2:20 remaining in the second period. Rodriguez. Want to find Reinhart. Can't get a closing range in. Pass back over to Arvidsson. Arvidsson can't make a move. And with that, McDavid. Here's Hyman. Moves around and he scores! Right into the net. He has 4 in the finals.
A big on collision course. I will not recommend this guy. Now, I would bet that that's really, really close. And with no stopping things down, Zach Hyman, after McDavid with the pass, he just goes right in from the center. And that was where it goes weave in, whip out. Oop, I took that over. That makes it never going to goal look a great change.
Well, I'm pretty sure that that's going to make anyone that's right after the line.
No stopping, can't get over it.
So we're waiting for Leon Draisaitl. Only 2 minutes remaining in the second period. Corey Perry fires that one. That's missed wide. Bobrovsky finds to Barkov. Barkov. Rallying it over. Rodriguez now has it over to Mafika.
Edmonton goal, his 4th goal in the finals, first of the game, scored by number 18, Zach Hyman. Assisted by number 97, Connor McDavid. Time to goal, 17 minutes, 55 seconds in the second period of the final.
1:37 remaining in the second period, and they're off to take the next puck drop in the zone. Another win will be making it in for Leon Draisaitl. As Corey Perry will have it out. And it's big take. That's another big stop by the goaltender. And Leon Draisaitl takes over the right turn. Middle big save made by Sergei Bobrovsky. Gustav Forsling will carry that one around net. And it's now over again the other way to Forsling. Another big hit for the Edmonton Oilers. Destroying it. Fire around net, going down. Still trying to find which line to go for. Just 1 minute remaining.
Last minute of play in the second period.
Destroying it. Pass to Forsling. Here's Bobats. He shoots it, gloved and saved by Skinner. Just 54 seconds remaining in the second period.
Well, I guess we're going to leave it here. I'm not sure if that will count in for the next goal. So we'll have to find out whether it goes in or not.
Win for Thomas Nozak. Pass back over to Valensky's. Valensky's pass to Nozak. Nozak. Pass over to Schmidt. And he has it to Greer. Greer shoots. Has been off the target. And rebound on Mateus Ekholm. Here's Mateus Ekholm.
He watches all over to Kapanen. And a big save made by Sergei Bobrovsky. Here's Skakovic. Passes to Schmidt. Looks over to AJ Greer. Only 23 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Period. And it's over to McColson. And back to Bouchard. And the time is already run out. He gets over to Walensky's. And right to Reinhardt. Right over to Verhage. And with that, that's going to end the second period.
And that's the end of the second period. Your score, Florida Panthers 2 and the Edmonton Oilers 1.
Third period is next after the break. Hello everyone, welcome to the second intermission of the Stanley Cup Final on EA Sports of NHL 25. Terry Crews, Son of Beast, and Jay are back for these last ones to make things in. Now let's see who they are. The first one I go in is the total shots on goal. It was 47 over 46. Then it was 104 over 40 for the big hits that the Oilers been knocking out. A smash, big hit, it won't be like that. 11:30 over 2:45 remaining on the time on attack for the Florida Panthers. 92% over 84% for the passing effectiveness on the Edmonton Oilers. That may have been just a higher range than that. Then it was only 23 over 22 face-off wins for the Florida Panthers. No power play goals were made, just only 2 minutes and 3:06. Alright, I know which one it takes. Starting with the Edmonton. Jay, how do you feel about that?
Man, they've got to get back to work. I mean, they are not letting this happen again. They've got to find someone else open. So they have to do it on their own. The right maturity is to keep things in. And whenever you're doing the stamina, you just got to call for help. I mean, you got to go over the back and then try to kick it in. Edmonton really has one, so they still have a lot more to get there. Let's try figuring it out, how you can handle it.
Alright, thank you very much. Now it's over to you, Mr. J. Who do you think that will win?
Florida, more likely so. I think that the Florida is going to make a win in the Game 5 of the series and might just win it all to crown as a cup.
Alright, folks, thank you very much. Third period is about to begin. This is it. The last one comes down to this. Will they win? Or will the Oilers survive? And that'll be right across here next. To get right into this segment. So never miss one of our biggest of the slides. And with some big takes in on some huge attack motions.
We'll see you all later, everyone, for the post-game show after the game.
The moment of the truth is period 3. And the Stanley Cup has arrived in Sunrise, Florida. If the Panthers win the series will be over. Ready for the third period, and here we go. And now joining in for my special guest, I'll have it across from Minnesota, OJ. I have some great thoughts about it, how this happened with the last period of the game. Let's have your takes and see what you have. Who do you think is going to win this part of the Stanley Cup Finals? Will it be the Oilers or the Florida Panthers?
Thanks, guys. Me talking about over it is just really like confidence. And for some big reasons, I love seeing things with a lot of tremendous games afterward. And I may have to believe it on that. I mean, it's just a great range to make. A lot of the hard men and the crowd and the work off is paying off. And everybody in the world is really expecting to play it for real. And they really had worked off really hard. I mean, they really just kept on moving back and forth. I love seeing a big reaction out of the games from the fans, from the arena, and definitely the watch parties. I mean, it's just definitely how the shocking goes on. I have a lot of great range to make the feelings afterwards. And my take will be Florida Panthers. I'm going to say that they're going to win the Stanley Cup for this season as of NHL 25. I think it's going to be an amazing run. I think it's a lot of perfection going to be in.
Maybe so. I mean, I have to say now, OJ, there's a lot of great range I would love to see with the captain. As for Alexander Barkov, he may have it all, and we'll see how he does to make anything in. Do you think he's going to be the best star of the game?
What I'm going to say now is that I think the Florida Panthers, I would have to say the most outstanding and courageous of the award, I might have to go with Matthew Tkachuk. That might be my take here for the Florida Panthers. And how about the rest of you guys?
My saying about the O'Connell on the trophy, I'm going to give it up to Leon Draisaitl. He won just one couple awards of his trophy of the season, and in the finals he definitely had made anything that happened. I think that might be a great choice on my word.
And how about you? Do you think it's going to be it for Enzo Troop?
Oh yes, I think that's going to be an exciting of the game. I think we're going to see it.
Edmonton number 53, 2 minutes for slashing.
And apparently it's going to be on Jeff Skinner on a slashing.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. That's going to make them hurt. Now you're out. You're time now for your Florida Panthers power play.
Panthers are on the power play and are ready to go.
Now, power play is not really early today. I mean, particularly a lot to know for, but this may be Lundell's and his better brace on a chance. The better effort is making a hard change go off the work.
2 minutes per slashing. Tom and Belly, the third period of the finals, 18 minutes, 41 seconds. That's Edmonton Belly, number 53, Jim Skinner, for 2 minutes slashing. Tom and Belly, the third period of the final, 18 minutes, 31 seconds.
Racing down into the Oilers territory. Around the net, Matthias Ekholm will have it again to Nugent Hopkins. Hopkins now playing to Ty Emberson. He'll have it over to Ekholm. Right around for the boards. Fires a shot. Another save by Bobrovsky. And Schmidt will roll all the way down to Luostarinen. Has it out of Schmidt, and he'll have it over again to Bennett. A sent pass to Rodriguez. And he went over and he got tripped him up. Matthias Janmark the other way. 17:37 remaining to remain the start of the third period. As on a rebound, it's up to Aaron Ekblad.
Now, my question is for Aaron Ekblad. He has a lot of great defensive effort. The last part of the years, I mean, just complaining for longest part of his career in defensive effort, he really did so well. I mean, I've got to say that he really did so well with great hardness and their own strength. I mean, he's just like doing it all. Everything I really know for is from Palmy Rice and Aaron Ekblad. You got to find a look. There's no change over to that, so they got to make sure they have the great range to keep in. They have to keep moving on their own to play perfection. It can be a little hard, but a little aggressiveness, they've got to make sure they're settled in. Just under 30 seconds remaining for the Cats power play. As now it will be Tkachuk. He will not find a Sam Reinhart. And he went offside. That will stop the play with only 16:46. On time up in the period, 12:35 over 2:14 with a time on attack on the Florida Panthers. Now Lundell tosses up with the wing. Here's Verhage. Sent out of his zone, and it will be rebounded by Kulak. Right to the wall, rebounded by Luostarinen. Now that's really a aggressive play. That really needs to give some better motion to hit out the timing. And the Panthers come up empty-handed on the power play as the time has already been expired. They're 0 for 2 in the range, and they couldn't get the power play goal. I'm not sure what's going on. I mean, I feel like that most of the defensive players are working it up. They're not really sure what they're doing, but they have to keep it out. There's no range that they really need to do for. You have to make sure you have an easy eye on track.
Aaron Ekblad with a shot. Blocked and saved by Stuart Skinner. Just 16 minutes remaining in the third period as Zach Hyman is right to it in the wing. That pass broken up by Sam Bennett. Bennett now finds Aaron Ekblad. He'll have it over to Mikola. Pass to Tkachuk. Tkachuk slows this down. Here's the shot. Blocker and another save by Stuart Skinner. Jonathan Klingberg can't get the pass open. Gakovic rolls it out. Now finds to Mikola. Mikola rolling in around the red. And rebound by Gakovic. Kicks the puck over, now finds to Mikola. He'll have it over to A.J. Greer. And a kick over to Kulikov. Kulikov pass over. Here's Dozier, shoots it. Blocked and defender by McDavid. Rebound by Mikola. And made a humble hit. Here comes Zach Hyman. Stop by Rob, another save by Bobby. Oh, what a save. You really made it all. That is where the fans stand. How do you love that? That restriction is going to make that one feel great. Stop by Stuart Skinner. Just past the 15-minute mark on the approach in the third period, and they're ready to prepare for themselves for another puck drop. Don't forget, folks, we have our new season, and this will be a new advantage to have some new keys. This will be on the screen and not on camera because that one is changed. And we have decided to make a new upgrade to do for the gameplay on screen. So that one is going to be a next connection to get in for next season. For Season 5, you won't be able to spot it on for us when making commentatings, but it will be on the voice memos that will be on the other side. So prepare for yourself, as this will be a new change to kick it over the other way. That will be the new season preparing in on November. And for the game of the night, this will be our special on the start of the presentation to get any things in for a new season on EA Sports. So that will be on its way in just a few moments, by a few months in before the opening night. That'll be all in the rear, prepared for anything. Block by Barkov, what a great stop on a defender. You really made a great blocking chain. That really was excellent.
He's proud to be a star. I mean, I really have to say down there, Silver Spoon.
That really would almost look like that Barkov is really making a blocking chain. Set back to Malinsky, he'll have it in the middle. Here's Reinhardt's shot, another save. Barkov rebounds there, stopped by George Skinner. He makes that easy enough. Just 13:54 remaining. That one was really on tightness. Never seen goes in. I know it's not really the day like that, but hey, no struggles, pay attention. Just 121-51 hits. And Edmonton Oilers are right, trying to look for a tie in game number 5, and they're looking to like they want some better goal to have it even up. If Mateus Janmark, he'll have it in the zone, back in the Florida territory. Goes down. Richard Hopkins right over to Kulak. Kulak, right with the shot, blocked by Povets. Brown, can't get it over in front, and he scores! Connor Brown, we're tied in game 5.
Oh, this is the bad tagger we're looking at. Brown, he's shut down. Now, the easy way to do this one here by Bobrovsky, he made that one slicking in. This motion range was really on the cut. Nobody's standing in there, nobody's giving a good look. Nothing is going to make that an easy chain. That really made that one shock and awe.
And his time is for Connor Brown. He has his 5 in the finals of the game, and all tied up near the midway mark. Man, oh man, I really have a bad feeling with the Canadian team and the USA team. This could be not a great range at all. I have a bad feeling with this one for Connor Brown. If McDavid has his own rebounding in to take the lead, I would not be surprised if this would happen. Say it. Always say it. One down, now find Boves. Had that pass over to Eric Ekblad. Ekblad find Lundell. He'll have it over to Forsling. Keeps it moving now to Lundell. You have it to Eric Ekblad. Boves shots blocked. Rebound by Eric Ekblad. Back to Forsling. Keeps moving in, now finds to Eric Ekblad again to Boves. Boves goes back to Eric Ekblad. Here's Forsling. He shoots one. Goes to right, saved by Skinner. 12:53 remaining in the third period. A lot of time left in the period, as both players are getting really dehydrated this time on ice, and it looks like their lives need to be recharged. Yes, recharging is definitely our idea. I mean, most likely, recharging your energy fuel, they need to be out there. Looks like there's a lot of forward line group changes.
His fifth goal in the finals, first goal of the game, scored by number 28, Connor Brown.
I do say so.
Assisted by number 2, Evan Bouchard, and by number 27, Brett Kulak. Time of the goal, 6 minutes, 23 seconds in the third period of the final. As Connor Brown, his fifth in the finals, first of the game, assisted by Evan Bouchard and Brett Kulak. At 6 minutes, 23 seconds in the third period of the final.
Another save made. Rodriguez with a rebound, trips him out, no penalty on Edmonton. And Bobrovsky will have it around the net. And here's Tkachuk, rolls it in back into the Edmonton territory. Rodriguez should save by Skinner. 12:12 remaining in the third period, and they're ready to prepare for another puck drop.
This was really how Stuart Skinner was looking at it. He was really upward to the timing, and he really had to make an energy that fast. That one is going to almost tame out of energy and line fuel.
Here's Nate Schmidt. Pass over to Malinsky's. Missed that one out. He now finds AJ Greer. Here's Greer. Should save on a pad by Skinner. Full pressure comes on. Here's Nosek. Pass to Malinsky. Looks to Schmidt. Looks to find Greer. Greer, backhander, blocked by Kulak. And Zach Hyman will empty his zone in on a full pressure, finding Arvidsson. He shoots one. Another save by Bobrovsky. You'll hold things in with only 11:34 remaining in the third period. Both teams have a .555 shooting shot on goals in this game. 28-27 for the face-off wins. No Barkov out on ice yet, as McDavid's already back out. Now McDavid wins the face-off. Here's a shot. Good block shot on a carry by the crouch on Thomas Nosek. Here's sent over. Walensky's pass broken up. And on the rush he goes. Here's David. Trying to roll into Olsen. Glove save by Bobrovsky. Great stop made here on the carry to pull a 2-0-1 shot as he holds another save. Now when I'm noticing that Barkov was really trying to get Bobrovsky moving, I know he's looking like he's hydrated now, but really, they maintain it the right away. Blocked by Barkov, rebound by Skinner. Skinner kicks over to Draisaitl. Here's McDavid, Bouchard, glove save by Bobrovsky. Now Nate Schmidt will have it in. Now find the Sam Reinhart. And a pass over. He's been down. Holds him over. Lose the stick. No penalty on Edmonton. Skinner back in there. Save made by Bobrovsky. Schmidt goes down. Draisaitl is on. And there's a take. He misses one wide. Right to Perry. Perry right over in the wing. Richard. Shot. Blocked up. Rebound by Schmidt. I really had worked it off hard.
I know. I definitely didn't think that wouldn't be the right choice. That one was almost going to be out of stamina.
Rahagi slows down, now finds Reinhart. Trying to make new line group change. Here comes Alexander Barkov. Barkov on a race. Shoots, glove save by Skinner. 10:21 remaining in the third period. And they're about to prepare themselves for the next puck drop. Still a lot of time left in the period. And they're looking for a goal to take a lead from Florida or Edmonton. McDavid wins the faceoff. And Matej Sacco. Rebound by Sam Bennett. Here's Rodriguez. He shoots one. That's blocked. Rebound by Sam Bennett. Nothing here to give out and over it. And it's right over the corner. Now find Aaron Ekblad. Here's Forsling. We passed the midway mark in the third period as Rodriguez now sets it over. Forsling. Pass over to Aaron Ekblad. Here's the shot. Right in the range. Glove save by Skinner. Skinner with another big save on the beauty. Just under 10 minutes in the third. And if we have Game 6 necessary, we'll have it over back over to Edmonton on the other way. That coverage will start at 8:30 if necessary, if the series is not over. We'll have the roughest on the game, so you'll be able to stick around for the next game on its away. Here's Sam Bennett. Pass to Aaron Ekblad. He now looks at Forsling. He has it to Rodriguez. A shot, and he scores! They cover the look of a big tipper. And his first goal to take the lead.
That's what I know about now. Matthew Tkachuk was right in the way. They took it in. What a great goal.
Now, I love that energy. That's a big tipper to you looking at it from Matthew Tkachuk.
That was right in the net. I love this energy from the crowd.
And with that, the head coach is here to explain many beautiful things.
And that really has to be the right choice to go for.
I just did not believe that really made it good. Matthew Tkachuk, man, he really wrecked it over. And this time, he has 4 in the finals. How would you say now? Matthew Tkachuk was making a big tipper? You have to make the credit on that one. Sam Bennett looks like a check, 1 for 2, and it was stopped up by Skinner. 9:28 remaining in the third period, as they already struck in the lead. Matthew Tkachuk with 4 in the finals.
A lot of great crowd afterward. I mean, Matthew Tkachuk, he really played it. And then I think Brady Tkachuk, I think he's saluting on Matthew Tkachuk. I mean, I know he's at the game, but preparing himself, I don't know if he is. He never comes to the game, actually, for the finals. If his brother's playing, he always wishes the best of luck. I mean, it can be hard for Matthew Tkachuk to make that look good. But I know what you're thinking now. You don't have the right choice to do for it. But if you want, maybe you have the right option.
I don't know if
Matthew Tkachuk was able to make that game. He wants to come in into the finals. He wants to watch his brother play. I think he's better game off. Maybe that's why he wanted to do for him. It may not be the right choice if he wants. So he probably won't have to stick around again. Make sure it's all good.
Florida number 42,
Goes to
2
forcing
minutes
in a
for
penalty
tripping.
box. This will be a 2-minute tripping. He tripped on one of the players on Mateus Ekholm, and he really had rushed it up. He's not looking to get on his well-behaved goals. That one is going to change it over, and looks like the Florida's defensive team will have to play smart.
Time to go, 10 minutes, 16 seconds in the third period of final. That's back to get Jeff his fourth in the final first of the game. Assisted by Andy Rodriguez and Christopher Forsling. At 10 minutes, 16 seconds in the third period of the final. Florida penalty number 42, 2 minutes for tripping. Time to penalty in the third period of the finals, 8 minutes, 53 seconds. That's Florida penalty number 42, Christopher Forsling for a 2-minute tripping. Time to penalty in the third period of the finals, 8 minutes, 53 seconds for the Edmonton power play.
And a big smackdown! And he goes going right over the other way as Kulikov makes a smash. Wow. Do you believe that Kulikov made that smash? I can't believe that this would happen. My goodness. That is a big rumble down when you start in. With the power play effort, it's nothing but they did. And Bobrovsky is going to cover that one up with only 8:04 remaining in the third period. Got a great stop to keep that one out. Just a lot of time up in the period. Florida Panthers already struck in the lead, 3-2 over Edmonton. McDavid trying to look for another goal in the playoffs by the finals. Walensky's feds it over to Mikkola. Nothing sits here on the outside zone. Alexander Barkov has it out in the other way. Pass to Walensky's. Here's Mikkola. He shoots one. That doesn't get right through the net. 1 minute left for that Oilers power play. And here's an on for McDavid. Trying to look over, and a shot blocked. Rebound by Brian Reinhardt, and that one clears out of the zone and back into Edmonton territory. Here's Hyman. Looks it up. Tries to work his way across. Shots blocked by Barkov. Went down. No penalty on Edmonton. Reinhardt goes right down, right toward the blue line. Mikkola. Pass over to Barkov. Broke it up. Arvidsson with some hope. Team is out of stamina as Mateus Ekholm has a lot of energy, and Darnell Nurse with a new change. Here's Arvidsson. Pass over, shot, close save by Bobrovsky. 7:05 remaining in the third period, and they're off to prepare for a next puck drop.
This is really like one of the biggest matchups you've ever seen before. I know about season 1, and for season 4, this is really like one of the big days. It's just not always what they all have to come in for. And commitment is really like turning to be unbelievable. But I didn't think that this would happen. If they play it like that, I mean, I don't know if they will do. I think they will have to like try to work it up a group. Power play's over for the Edmonton Oilers as they'll regain the group back to full strength. What a great job evidence on the offensive zone. But the defense was really smacking. Man, the Cats are hungering out, and I think they want to destroy the hunter of the links of the Edmonton Oilers. You know why? Well, because everyone is disagreeing on McDavid. He is overrated. And for Leon Draisaitl and for Stuart Skinner, it was nothing like they did for the match. And for some mascots, they're both the same, but I thought that Hunter would have been better. The link. I think Stanley from the Panthers is better. I am not letting this change up. And I think America is better than Canada. What do you think? Yeah, I think so. I think it's going to be America's on the best on the take. I think we might see things going back in again. So hopefully, we'll see them back in the postseason. Might be so, I think.
As the Panthers keep rolling around the puck, the delay penalty is going to be on Edmonton. Just 5:50 remaining. How do you like that now? You don't like the defender? You're pretty much bad at it. Lundell stuck in the corner, kicks the puck, stops the play. Victor Arvidsson in the penalty box.
Edmonton number 33.
This one's not really the day afterward. And you see the frustration from McDavid's coach? He's really not happy at all. He didn't think that this would be the right choice.
Yeah, afterward you see Victor Arvidsson, who was really like punched up, and then he made that slash. That one is going to hurt back.
And now they're going to get a next power play.
It's time now for your Florida Panthers power play.
Edmonton Oilers another penalty kill, and Connor Brown with the hit. Power play is ready for the Panthers. Barkov wins the faceoff.
Edmonton penalty number 43, 2 minutes for slashing. Diving penalty in the third period of final, 6 minutes, 19 seconds. That's Edmonton penalty number 33, Victor Arvidsson for 2 minutes slashing. Diving penalty in the third period of the final, 6 minutes, 19 seconds.
Reiner with the rebound. Back to Rodriguez. Schmidt outside. Sets it to Barkov. Nugent-Hopkins counters that out. And Matej Salmark will have it out of here. In the zone. Shoot, saved by Sergei Bobrovsky. And we are now down to a final 5 minutes presented by Discover in Game 5 as another save made by Sergei Bobrovsky. Panthers keep rolling in for the power play and effort. Nugent-Hopkins gets that one out. And it's now rolled over to Matej Sacco. Here's Matej Sacco. That one is raced in. And back to Lunda. He'll have it to Rodriguez again. The pass to Sam Bennett. Bennett. Right over the Schmidt and a shot made. That's another save made on a stop on the goaltender. Rodriguez outside now has it to Schmidt. Schmidt shoots, saved by Stuart Skinner. Lundell shoots. Another save made by Stuart Skinner. Tries to roll in for Rodriguez. Schmidt shoots, save made. Ekholm takes it out. And that one carries out in the Edmonton territory to the Panther territory.
What did they say now? That 6 shots in the power play effort was really like making it look like it's harder. I don't know how that did happen, but this one was really like kind of close. They really stuck it all again.
Lucia Rainen behind the net. And he now has it there on that glad. Here's Verhage. He shoots one right to the right. Glove save by Skinner. Skinner stops one with only under 4 minutes remaining in the third period. Just 12 seconds for the Cats power play in the Edmonton territory. And a win for McDavid, as this will be Henrique. And they're down to 10 seconds left. And we'll have to wait for here for as this will be an offside on the Cats. For just a lot of playing perspective, it is a 3-2 game, Florida. Barkov wins the face-off. Arvidsson's almost ready to go. And the power play's over. They're 0 for 2, and this Ranger is never going to keep out. And with another power play, it's unsuccessful.
Man, I'm not really sure how that really changed. Stuart Skinner made a lot of great saves. There's no stopping down. And I'm going to bet that this would have been the right choice to keep it going. That win was really like a mech-off mesh.
Barkov outside, now finds it again to Verhage. Verhage, pass over, broken out by Skinner. Skinner, with only 3:13 remaining in the third period. He'll have the pass to Perry. Right over to Klingberg, glove save by Bobrovsky. Just nearing the final 3 minutes in the third period. Just coming down to the end of the wire. Bennett and Barkov and team, and as McDavid and Hyman trying to look for a tie game, and Bennett wins another face-off. He really had to be playing afterward. The harder the bounding, it's going to make him much aggressiveness to keep on rolling in. I think that this will have to make the end of it if the Oilers don't make a great clean goal net. Covered up by Bobrovsky, and under 3 minutes remaining in the third period. 3-2 to score, Florida. And as you can see right now, the Stanley Cup is awaiting its right down in South Florida. And they will remain for the win. And it's coming in close. Yeah, I can't wait to see this. The Stanley Cup is getting closer. I think the Florida Panthers are going to be the ones to make them remember. We're in the final 3 minutes of destination here for game number 5. And they're ready to take things on. So once that's over, we will see how they will crown for the Cup. And we'll hand it over to the next player to get ready for the Stanley Cup part of the night of NHL on EA Sports. Set to Rodriguez, he now finds Barkov. The Ranger now finds Mikula. Kulak has it now find Emberson. On a rushing attack to McDavid. Good poke check by Kulikov. They're right around the net and find Mikula. That one was really an epic on the battle. And I know that will never change if this will happen again. Right, our backhander, glove save by Skinner. 2:09 remaining in the third period as they're ready to prepare for the next puck drop. And before on that one, let's head on over to Roy Cruz and see who are the best player of the night and tell you
Thanks, folks. Matthew Tkachuk is really making a great runs in the history of the game. And we know that this has been an astounding effort. I love this energy and turning to be like it's a big tipper for Matthew Tkachuk, turning to be on a great race in mode, and now you know they really have been decorated up anything. And I believe that this might be the next player to give for the cup. We'll see him later, right toward the end after the game. Aaron Ekblad now finds Forsling. Here's Bovis. The outside now finds Aaron Ekblad. Here's Forsling. He shoots one. Blocked up by Leon Draisaitl. Matthias Ekholm down to 90 seconds in the third period. And they're going to have to give an extra goalie, a goalie right toward the bench and give an extra player back on ice. Just 1:20 seconds remaining in that third period. McDavid rolls a Skinner. Big save by Sergei Bobrovsky. Rolls to Aaron Ekblad. And he now finds Lindell. Lindell! Glove stop by Skinner. Down to 1 minute and 8 seconds in the third period. And they're ready to repair for the next puck drop. The wildest games. You can hear the fans right now as they're already making themselves a clean win. This one is all and for nothing. It's been like the end, and all you know for first consecutive, it's been a big night.
Final minute in the third period. Stop by Skinner.
Last minute of play in the third period of final.
They still can't get it out. Another save by Stuart Skinner. Nurse takes someone out. And here we go. The extra attacker's on. He can't get there. And there's an extra Skinner there on the ice. Hyman seems ready to go. Shoots save by Sergei Bobrovsky. Clears that zone out. All the way to the Edmonton territory, and that will not be an icing. Nurse sets Arvidsson on his way down. They expand their teammates, and the fans start going loud. The party starts celebrating in South Florida.
And the big win, I know that they did. When it's been a night, we know how that will change.
Oh, they did. First ever win for Florida. It's been a big night. Head for perfection. And the big gaming is over. Florida Panthers are the Stanley Cup champion. Panthers win! Your Florida Panthers are the Stanley Cup champions! The Panthers are the ones, and they're now the ones to be remembered as Sam Reinhart wins the Conn Smythe winner. Been a big effort afterwards, and it's been a wildest on the run. Make the effort possible than anybody. And the waiting is over. The Stanley Cup has appeared in South Florida, and they're now given to the captain of Alexander Barkov.
Teammates never been out there like easy before, and now you know that is where he makes the finish.
And Alexander Barkov comes in to congratulate for the teams. They're the ones to be remembered for the hunt. And you will now send it over to Sam Reinhart. He's been one of the players afterwards best. The better make, I really always say that Sam Reinhart and the teammates, it's been a win of this night. Best aggressive. That's what happens. Carter makes it all. I love this chain reaction. You got to give credit. And they'll now send it over. The best goaltender, Sergei Bobrovsky.
It's what they always do. It's been a master of it. Sergei Bobrovsky has done it again. And man, what do you believe now? That is where we win for anything.
And a long journey of the night. It will now final over to the final player. And this now gives to Rodriguez. He has made it all anything. The change in it is all a crown. Now it's been the end. And the Panthers, it's the first ever win for the champion of the Stanley Cup. You won't believe the heights. Anything. And that should do for now. With along with my broadcasting partner, Craig, along with the others, Roy, OJ, and So Troop, and Silver Spoon, this has been a final presentation of the game of the Stanley Cup Final. Thank you, and good night. Well, folks, it has come down and we have made a finish. Florida Panthers are your Stanley Cup champion of NHL 25. Well, it's been a while this on the run, Jay and Beast. We are all done.
No lack of word afterwards because the Florida Panthers are the ones to be remembered. Thanks, OJ. We really appreciate you. Hey, anytime. And what a great night this is. We can't appreciate it without them.
And as one of the big plays in the range, I always give some great opportunities to have our final 3-star players of the game, and it's now or ever. First star player of the game starts out with Matthew Tkachuk. He has a goal and 7 hits. He had just made his own big tipper to take the lead. And then, the second star player of the game, the other side is Stuart Skinner with 67 saves of his game. And finally, your one big player, and all have done for anything, Sergei Bobrovsky, 68 saves, and he made his own absolute win to make it out a monster stop. And the last statistic standings are right from the other side. Panthers wins the series, and the wait is finished.
With this one, here's how they did. 70 total shots on goal between the total shots by Edmonton and Florida. 142 over 71, that was for Edmonton. 1704 time on attack for Florida, and then it was 91% over 83 passing effectiveness. That was for Edmonton Oilers that they did. But it was 46 face-off wins over 35, and both teams with 6-minute penalty kill for Florida and Edmonton. Just no power play goals, one for 506, and the other 6 minutes penalty kill.
Well, folks, this has been a long-waited successful night, and we've made this finish possible out of anything. With that being said, if you're ready to join NHL 26, we have Season 5, and we have a lot of new changes going on. And special thanks to everyone for the commentators of the crew, and also the NHL that brings in the best commissioners from all of these players, and you fans. You always been in support for anything.
Without all the luck, we can't thank you enough for this season of NHL 25 to make the best as possible.
And as you're being said, the new season will begin in November on 2025, and then the new year will pop into 2026 the other way. Are you ready to prepare for NHL 26? This will be a new change, as this will be the replacement screen to go instead of on screen and TV to make new changes. And this will be a lot of updates in, so if we don't get this one fixed up in time, we are pretty sorry to make the inconvenience. But we will do our best to make things for a finish.
In the meantime, thank you all for watching our postseason advantage of the NHL 25 of the Stanley Cup.
And you've been watching the amazing postseason advantage of the NHL 25 on EA Sports. This is Terry Crews, along with me, Son of Beast and Jay. We'll see you all next season.
So long, folks, for a while as the NHL 25, the completed postseason dial.
And that's how you do. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you all for another season of NHL 26. and that will do. Thank you all for watching for this one, and Christopher the Beast has made this finish, and we now know we will now close this game and make anything possible. This is NHL 25 postseason and regular season, signing out.
If you don't, somebody will.